everybody's doing really well today. I am here to do a super exciting video. I finally completed my 50 Stylish Mandalas book by Kameliya Angelkova. So I'm going to do a full flip of my completed mandalas. There's of course 50 in here, as the title promises. I would like to repurchase this book because I loved working in here so much. I really like the mandala design. And with something like mandalas, I don't mind doing them multiple times. While if it was like a regular picture, I probably wouldn't be too jazzed. But with mandalas, I feel like it's different. So I had this book for a little over a month. I had this book for a little over a year. I bought it in 2021 in August. And I completed it at the end of September 2022. So just a little over a year, which I think is pretty stinking good. So I did also do like the welcome page. So this is 100% gel pen. So it's very shiny. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. So I didn't pick any specific color palette for this. This was just glitter gel pens that I have. So I was like, hey, it's pretty small areas, it's quite detailed. Alcohol markers will probably bleed absolutely everywhere. So I'm just gonna do gel pen. I don't regret it. It is unbelievably shiny. So nice. Love me some glitter. And then also something that you will see in this book is yellowing, which you can kind of already tell from here. That is because I was trying to be super sneaky and purchase some like cheapo alcohol markers on Amazon. Well, folks, it backfired. They yellow like there's no tomorrow. So you will see significant yellowing on certain pages where I use those markers. I don't really care. It doesn't stop me from enjoying this book, but it's just unfortunate, basically. And then of course I forgot to write my name, but this book belongs to Paige. There is a metallic gel pen here. Hope you can see that. Love this pen. It's my Edding gel metallic pens. I'll link them down below because I absolutely love those pens. And I'll also link this book in case you want to snag it. But very, very nice metallic, again, through here. And then the rest is alcohol markers, those unfortunate ones that bleed or that yellow, as well as ohuhus, which do not yellow. So then we'll move into the actual pages. How exciting. I'm so pumped to do this video. It's the first book I've completed this year. So this was a color palette I remember finding online. I thought it was beautiful. I don't love the finished product. I thought it looked better online, but that's fine. There is gel pen in here as well as alcohol marker. So very shiny, very glittery. Then we have this one, also a combination of alcohol marker and gel pen. Look how shiny, look how stunning, love it. And I did choose to leave some white areas in this one as well, as you could see on the perimeter. Then we move into this one, which honestly is potentially one of my favorite ones in this book. I just adore this color palette. The like wine, red, deep maroon color, love it. And then I'm just a really big fan of muted color palettes in general. So there is glitter gel pen on here as well, as you can see like in the center, for example. And something that I did is I also went around certain areas like here just to outline it and add a little bit of shininess. You can also see it here in the corner on that triangle. So really, really enjoy that one. Then we have one that has no gel pen. Yes, I'm also capable of doing a page with no glitter. Moving on. Another very nice muted color palette. Also zero gel pen on here. I know some people will probably find this kind of like to be depressing, but I really like it. Then complete opposite, a very vibrant page, and also containing glitter gel pen. Again, I did the outlining, as you can see here. So super duper fun. I think this was supposed to be like a pastel colored page, and then it went kind of neon really quickly. but I don't regret it. I really like it. It's a fun one. Then an orangey purpley one with, of course, some glitter or metallic gel pen, like that one. This is also one of my favorites in the book, and it's another muted color palette. I just really like the design, first of all, and then I also like how the colors came together. It, I believe, has gel pen. Yes, it does. I hope you can see that, like around here. So really like this one. This one to me just screams like forest with the browns and the greens. So really like that one. So this one was not supposed to come out this patriotic. Like this was not a 4th of July themed picture. In the color palette that I had, it definitely did not look this like patriotic, like right in your face. The grays and like this like light shade just come off much more white. Like they came out much lighter than I expected. So that's kind of why it just looks very red, white, and blue. That was not my goal, but I still like it. It's still nice. Look at that, another muted color palette. Can you tell that I love a good forest green and brown? Yeah, it's not a very well hidden secret. Then I really liked this one, and it's just a bummer that there's so much yellowing on it from this one, but it is what it is. But I really like this one. It just reminds me of the beach and the ocean, kind of because, you know, there's some waves here, and like these just make me think of like bubbles. That could be from all the caffeine I've had today, but it does remind me of the ocean. This was supposed to be a winter color palette. I did it in December last year. I wanted something that was wintry, but not just like red and green. So I like this one because it was supposed to be like, because it was a color palette from online, like different shades of ice, like frozen bodies of water, and then I forget what the deep red was. I think like the setting sun or something like that. So like that one. This one is very Christmassy and it was intended to be very Christmassy. There's also a ton of metallic gold gel pen on here. Love it. So shiny. So I was in the Christmas spirit. My green died. That's why there's so little green in here. I remember the green marker dying and me being very upset. But moving on, this was another wintry page, but again, I was trying to stray away from just doing Christmas colors because I already did that here. So we have a cool toned color palette. I really like this one as well. I thought it was quite unique. It was one that I found online, and there's plenty of glitter gel pen. There's the blue, there's the red one, and it's just lovely. I'm also a sucker for a baby blue. It's my favorite color. This was a color palette from, I think, Creative Haven. I can't remember. It was a color palette from Instagram, and to me, it looks very circusy. So I think, or like what are those, kaleidoscope, right? Where like you were a kid and you would like look into this thing and there were like shapes on the bottom and there were different colors. Is it a kaleidoscope? But this is like the feelings that I'm getting from this one. There is also some shininess on this one. Moving on to this one. I was trying to go for a muted color palette. Didn't pan out very well. I don't love the combination of the multiple green shades with that red. Not my fave, but this was an easy one to do just because the shapes are quite large. Then a very easy peasy, straightforward color palette with, of course, a shiny blue and a bunch of yellowing. Love that for me. This one was the same time that I did the like entry page with no color palette in mind. I just grabbed metallic gel pens, and it is 100% gel pen. I mean, can we just admire the glitter on that? I mean, everything. My hands, my clothes, my soul, my existence were covered in glitter after this one. But it was super duper fun. I really like this one as well. The combination of like the light purpley pinks with the green, I think worked out really well. Of course, there's glitter. Shocker. Strutting on. This was a weird one. I think I just grabbed colors, but I actually really like how it came out. There's, of course, gel pen, that like maroony pinky color. But I like this one. It's kind of weird. Like I don't think I would wear clothes of this color palette, but on here I like it because why not? Then a very nice, very, very plain color palette. I really like the purple. Like look how beautiful that shine is. Sorry, anything with glitter, sign me right up. Another page that screams kaleidoscope to me / circus is this one, but can't go wrong with glitter. This one is also a fun one. This just reminds me of like unicorns and My Little Pony and Peeps. You know, those like marshmallow treats you get around Easter. This is what that reminds me of. And then of course we'll move on to a nice gloomy picture of an autumn. This was not colored in autumn, but a much more muted color palette with this stunning black glitter gel pen. I mean, look at that. I'm in love with that pen. I was really sad when I used that pen up because it is done now. Another one with 0 color palette and extra amount of glitter gel pen. Again, 100% gel pen, glittery, super duper glittery. I think this was another online color palette. I quite like it. Nothing fancy, no glitter gel pen on here, so just went crazy with the markers. This one I think was a color palette from online. I honestly don't remember, but I think there's some gel pen in here in the green. Look how flashy. Woohoo! Very, very, very big fan. I don't like this one. I don't like the colors that I chose. I think it was a color palette from online, but I'm not fully sure. I don't love it, but that's fine. Can't love every single one that I do. I do really like this one because it's muted and it's calm, and you have to look a little bit closer to see maybe some of the color differentiations, but it also helps that such a large percentage of it is this amazing metallic gel pen. Love those pens. Gosh, I don't remember if I got this online, but I love the blue. I think the color palette is a little basic, but nothing wrong with that. I still like it. And yeah, that blue, so shiny. Another quite basic color palette, but I guess I was in the autumn mood in June. But 100% alcohol marker, so no shininess on here. And that's something that I do appreciate about this book. Not every page is crazy detailed, and also not every page is super simple. You have a variety, you have a mix, you know, it comes and goes. So something like this I could do with just alcohol markers. Well, there's other pages that kind of a gel pen is necessary to make sure that the bleeding is minimal of the alcohol markers. This one also not my favorite. I don't know why, but I think also maybe because there's kind of a busier mandala, and to me it's just a little overwhelming. So I was trying to do a cooler toned one with the grays. The yellowing obviously kind of sucks, but it is what it is. This one is really fun, and of course I featured a little bit of pink glitter in here. It was so nice. I'm not really a pink kind of girl, like I don't wear pink very often, but I do like to color with it, so really like that one. Then I wanted to do just a straight up cool toned mandala because there's 50 in here, right? At one point I started running short on inspirations for color palettes. So the cool toned one has, I think, just one gel pen, this green aqua color, and then everything else was alcohol markers. And since I did a cool toned one, I also wanted to do a warm toned one. And I believe there's two gel pens in here, that pink that you see right there, and then this yellowy gold here. So a page like this, I feel like you kind of have to use, or I would personally recommend using gel pens on, just because there's so many smaller areas that I think the alcohol marker would just kind of bleed everywhere. Then this one is hate/love for me. Because the colors are so vibrant, I feel like it could be a little bit much. But then also a bunch of these markers started dying on me. As you can see, like this purple don't look kind of patchy there. And that's because it was on its last dying breath. That's why you don't see any purple like going out, right? So it's had better days. That purple has been thrown out, but I like the vibrancy, but I feel like it could be a little overwhelming. I adore this one. I think it's so sweet. Again, it's just less vibrant colors tend to work better for me, but I really like this one. There is no gel pen. Moving on to one that does have gel pen. It's the blue. I think that's the only one. And it's okay. The green that I chose is not my favorite. I think it would have done better maybe with a lighter, paler green as compared to this like more vibrant green. Really like this one. Something about the combination of like pink, purple, and orange just speaks to me. And of course, there's some pink glitter on here. And I like the fact that I also chose some darker colors to offset the light like pink. I think it works very well. This one is a really fun one, and I used a whole lot of glitter on it. I mean, look at that gray metallic, the silver. Isn't that amazing? I love it. And then of course a little bit of blue glitter as well. But yeah, this metallic, stunning, absolutely stunning. So really fun one. And again, I like the colors because they're not too in your face. So this one was me trying to be somewhat original. I don't know if I succeeded in my color palette for an autumn themed mandala, but I didn't want to do like the stereotypical autumn colors, which you will later see that I fully did, but I just wanted some like vibrant but at the same time richer colors, and I do like how this turned out. So I think this green actually works here as compared to some of the previous mandalas where I kind of complained about it. But I do like this one. It's 100% alcohol marker. Then this one, I wanted to look like a snowflake since it's kind of snowflake shaped. So I went for more wintry colors. It is fully alcohol marker and I really like it. It just reminds me of like the frozen lake or a frozen river. And you know, when the sun hits the water, you see it's kind of different colors. So I think this one turned out very well. This one, on the other hand, I strongly dislike. And this was an online color palette, and I was like, hey, like this looks cool and vibrant, and maybe it's too vibrant for me. I think it's a bit too much, but I still, of course, enjoyed it. I love just the process of coloring mandalas. But the teal and combined with that hot pink, to me, is just a tad too much. So then I moved on to a much more muted color palette, and this is what I meant by like a stereotypical autumn color palette. I actually really like it. So, you know, the browns, the oranges, nothing new here, but I really, really like it. I am much more in the autumn spirit this year than I think I've ever been. So I've been really, really into autumnal things. Then also really like this one. I tend to lean more towards warmer color palettes, but I'm glad I did a cooler color palette on this one because I really enjoy the final product. This one, I was a little on the edge about, not on the edge, on the fence because of the butterflies. I don't enjoy mandalas that have like images in them, but I think because of the butterfly has like different layers and stuff, it still felt more of like a random design. So I enjoyed it much more than I thought it would. And it had some black in it originally, so I ended up integrating more towards the center. And I do like how that came out. And then the 49th is another one where I don't like the green, but this silver was supposed to be a black because this was a color palette from online, but I still like how shiny it is, but I do wish it was a black. I think it would have made the other colors pop much more. But don't love the green in this one. I don't know why I'm so picky about my greens. And then a color palette that I thought would be more on the Halloween, pumpkin-y kind of feeling. And it's a lot of glitter gel pens. So this was 3 gel pens and 2 markers. So mostly gel pen, and it's very shiny. It's so nice. And with this one, I wanted to use the gel pen because it was more on the detailed side. But this purple I think is beautiful, and it's just so shiny. I love it. Really, really enjoy this book. This is the 50th mandala. So that is it. I can't believe I finally completed this book. It's been a goal for a while now, and I just really enjoyed it. I love this book. I don't hold on to my finished books, which I have mentioned before. I end up recycling them. So making a video like this is kind of also me, you know, compensating for the fact, I guess, that I will be recycling this book. I am moving. I am not transporting a fully colored coloring book across the Atlantic Ocean. I cannot justify it. I absolutely refuse. So this will be getting recycled. But I do foresee myself buying another one of the same book just because I really, really like it. I've had another of the Kameliya Angelkova mandala books, and this one honestly leaps and bounds better than the other one, or I prefer this one much more. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for kind of sticking with me on this year-long journey, I guess, of whatever you want to call, of completing this book. But yes, 50 stylish mandalas by Kameliya Angelkova, all done. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.